Welcome Dolly Boro to propose the welcome address.
Good afternoon. I welcome you everyone in this afternoon session of research methodology class. So today I welcome our special guest as a resource person, Lieutenant Dr. Professor Sreekumar. He is a professor of Department of Linguistics, Central University of Kerala, and formerly served as an associate professor and head of the Department of Dravidian and Computational Linguistics, Department of Malayalam, and as director of the UGC Center for the Preservation of Endangered Dravidian Languages at Dravidian University, Andhra Pradesh. Currently, he serves as a member of the UGC Curriculum Development Committee for Linguistics. He also held the position of Associate NCC Officer, 3500 Battalion, National Cadet Corps at Dravidian University. He was awarded a PhD in Linguistics by Dravidian University and trained as a Junior Research Fellow under Professor V. I. Subramaniam at the International School of Dravidian Linguistics. His areas of specialization include comparative Dravidian linguistics, historiography of linguistics, linguistic typology, context linguistics, Indian knowledge systems, and academic writing. He regularly conducts professional workshops in academic writing and foundational linguistics. His scholarly publications appear in leading professional journals and edited volumes from publishers such as Oxford University Press, Routledge, and John Benjamins. He also writes extensively in Malayalam. He serves as a member of the Translation Advisory Board of Tata Consultancy Services, an expert committee member for the UGC in Linguistics, a reviewer for the Oxford University Dictionary Project, and a peer reviewer for several international journals. He is associated with Bharatiya Vichara Kendram, Thiruvananthapuram, and is the founder, secretary, and the vice president of the Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Shikshak Manasangh, ABRSM, Central University of Kerala. Hope you receive insightful knowledge from him. And I forward this mic to our professor. Thank you.
Is it a heart? Yesterday you told. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I am not a guest. You told I am a guest. I am a host here. You are the guest. It's an off you. Can you just switch off this light? Yes. It's okay. It's okay. I think I may turn this. It's okay. It's okay. So, thank you, Dr. Amarut, and all of you to getting me an opportunity to interact with you. So I think I have to take 3 hours. 3 hours? 1.5 and 1.5. We have a break in between. Yes. So I have been asked by Amarut to talk you about something which is, can be called Bharatiya as a part of methodology of social science research. So I'll be talking you after this course. I want you to get this type of things, because whenever in education, wherever you take a class, you have to tell that after the class what you are supposed to gain. So I'll be giving you this. We will be interacting to you about intuition. How many of you heard about intuition earlier? Yes. So you are from which state? Kerala. Kerala. What is the Malayalam word for intuition? Can you tell me? Uhabogam. You are absolutely wrong. Yes. That is guess. Intuition is something, there are many, we will come to that point. And I will make sure that you will be recognizing intuition as a methodology of research, at least to recognize. And Uhapoham is the one of the way we use it to undergrade intuition. Because especially the scientific temper, whatever which we are taking as scientific temper, which there are some colonial element in that, which always consider intuition as something like Uhapoham. It's not Uhapoham. We will come to that. Second thing, there are some, diverse source of, intuition in Bharat. Unlike other communities, Bharat is very diverse in all aspects. Even a small question, we have many answers. Therefore, I just brief you present the different source of intuition in Bharatiya intellectual tradition. Then, we will try to develop, some bit of, intuition techniques which we have to practice in academic social science research. And then we will do it as a separate component. And once you get that minimum confidence on practicing intuition, we will try to integrate into the existing methodology. As yesterday Amrita was telling, we are not going to object anything, we are not going to replace anything, we are going to integrate. So whatever we have here, we have lost or we have a rupture, especially after the Macaulay's education policy, we have a rupture of tradition. And now it is a time we have to reconnect to the present. So then, I try to, use this intuition to some extent. I am very conscious to use the very word decolonization. It's a highly ordered word. It is very easy to tell, express words. But when you practice, it is very difficult. Some extent, we will see what extent intuition can be used to decolonize social science in Bharat. These are the five expected outcome I am expecting from you. That is, we'll see that. What is this? How many of you know about this one? What is this? Can you tell me? Tell me. What is your name? From Singh. From where?
Kottayam, Kerala.
Kottayam, Kerala. Good. What subject you do research?
Physical education.
Physical education. Good. Tell me what it is.
He want to find the buoyancy. He is working under one king, and the king was asking him to he want to make a crown. So he asked Archimedes to find out whether after making the crown, whether it is pure gold or not. He want to find out, but he don't know. Whenever he is trying to find it, the crown should be as perfect. He don't want any damage to the crown. So how to find that is the problem. So when he was thinking, and when he is taking a bath in the bathtub, then the bathtub was filled with water. He was just entering the bathtub. Then some water was outflowing. Suddenly an idea struck into his mind that he find a way to find out the purity of the gold without damaging the crown.
Yes.
So that idea, whenever he got the idea, he cried like Eureka. The word, and he ran out of the bathtub.
Okay. Archimedes was taking bath in a bathtub. We also often have a chance, we will also take a bath in a bathtub. And a little amount of water was flooded outside from the bathtub. And Archimedes got an idea that, suddenly it was that experience, get a knowledge to him that the amount of water flooded outside and the mass of the body is equal. That was the big finding to Archimedes. It's called Archimedes' principles. That is the on which the ship is working, So what happened, it was something like a great, invention to Archimedes. But Archimedes cannot explain what it is. That is why the Greek word called eureka, and it is called I found. So Archimedes get out from the bathtub and ran. And he told eureka, I found. But nobody found what Archimedes found. But everybody found Archimedes is naked. So that is, that is something like an accidental, way of getting knowledge. There is one way of getting knowledge is experiencing. But at some point of time, you all get some type of knowledge. How many people, many people must have different type of experience. How much water we have wasted in the bathtub. We never got this idea. Archimedes got it. That is the bus principle. That is one way of getting knowledge is experience. Then, see, this is Isaac Newton. Thousands of people must have been died by falling coconut on the head in Kerala. Many people must have been died in many places in the world by falling something on the head. But nobody could found this principle as Isaac Newton got the gravity. See, it is, knowledge is, there is no mediation. There is no university. There is no methodology. It was some type of, it is revealing in you. There is a word called revealing in you. Revealing means, something like velipeduga in Malayalam. Revealing. Tamil also same, velipeduga. And Buddha, who born and brought up in a very wealthy royal family, living with all luxuries of life, but could regularly see that many people are dying, suffering, which made him to leave the, one day told Yashoda, you continue, I am leaving. And he got something called enlightenment. That is also knowledge. See, there are different way of getting knowledge. Not only experiment, not only experience, there are different type of knowledge. Buddha got enlightenment. See, look at this three point. First one, Archimedes was taking bath. His body is sensing the amount of water left outside. The falling on the head. It was when this man was, himself getting the both, something like bodhodaya. It's called jnanodaya. And Einstein, one of the, we cannot say Einstein is a scientist, more than that. One of the great intellectuals ever the humanity has seen. Still, science trying to prove and disprove him, they could only prove. The entire science, even last 3 years before in Germany, there was a big, experiment they made, they only proved Einstein. The Einstein made a very interesting point. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift. And we have created a society that honors the servant. Who are the servant? The rational people. Many people say we should be rational. There is a newspaper in rationality. There are people called rationalist people. But anybody who is beyond Einstein in that sense. So Einstein giving a very prominent position, prominent place for intuition. See, I'll give an example to you how Einstein proved, intuition is something great. See, how many of you have seen this film Oppenheimer? I think one day you have to show this film, Oppenheimer. In the Oppenheimer, what is the story of Oppenheimer film? Oppenheimer, the film shows the story of the first nuclear experiment made by United States in Stanford. Oppenheimer was the scientist, and they have been doing around 1 year work to construct all the experimental laboratory, everything, at Stanford State of United States. And what is this nuclear reaction? One electron go and hit in one electron, it become 2. 2 go and hit 2, it become 4. 4 go and hit this multiple, like it's called fusion. It was going to happen. 2-3 days before, Oppenheimer got a small doubt. See, if 1 go hit, it become 2. 2 hit, it become 4. 4 hit become 8. Will it terminate itself? Suppose if it's not hit, it's not terminating itself, what will happen? The entire earth will get gone. Oppenheimer got a doubt. Oppenheimer went to Einstein. That time Einstein was working in Stanford Advanced Studies, where in the shore of a lake, he went to Einstein. Anna, china doubt. See, everything is done. But in our, we used to call Anna in Tamil, whenever you want to. So, Anna, china doubt irukka. We have a doubt. Will this terminate or not? But Einstein made an answer that, how can Einstein make an answer? Because there never had been made an experiment earlier. Never Einstein experienced this one. But Einstein, he asked a question, will terminate itself? Einstein made an answer that, this is the dialogue. I can just show you. And at the absolute level, Einstein made answer, there is no chance other than it terminate. Einstein told him, you go ahead, terminate. But how could Einstein come to that conclusion? Never he had an experiment, never he made an experiment. How can he reach a conclusion? It is Einstein's intuitive mind. He himself, what happened just before 3 days before the experiment, there was a continuous heavy rain in the Sanford state. The entire earth was very cool. So sometime there was a saying, whenever you are, unrevealing the truth of the nature, nature itself will come and cover it. That is, we have experienced many times. When the Panchali's dress was removed by Dushasana, the Krishna came and given the dress. So the nature will allow it truth completely, absolutely unreveal. So this was the point where Einstein himself certified that the intuition is something which is very prominent. I just come into the point of the class. This is a very typical expression in language. Colorless, green, ideas, sleep furiously. What is the meaning of this one? Colorless, green, ideas, sleep furiously. നിറമില്ലാത്ത പച്ച ആശയങ്ങൾ ആവേശത്തോടെ ഉറങ്ങുന്നു. Colorless, green, ideas, sleep furiously. How can ideas sleep? Can ideas sleep? Can ideas sleep? How idea can be sleep? Is there anything called colorless green? Can you sleep furiously? So language will allow you all type of nonsensical expression. There is no relation between grammaticality and meaningfulness. There is no relation between grammaticality and meaningfulness. Therefore, suppose if you have a good intuition about something that is not sensible to you and me, but you can express it into language. Language is not a limitation at all. Intuition is very diverse. Intuition is highly diverse. Intuition is not like universal. Intuition is highly specific. You born and brought up in one situation, you have one intuition. That may not be sensible to him, but it is grammatical. Language allow you to express all type of things, whatever come to you. Language is not a limiter because there is no relation between grammaticality and meaningfulness. It takes time because when Einstein was sending his papers to many journals, first time it was rejected. There are many people who used it to, at our places, something called the Buddhijivi, whenever there's something we don't understand, we call them Buddhijivis. So there are some new idea which is coming to you, maybe your own intuitive faculty, which other people cannot understand. It may not sensible, but it is grammatical. So there is no limit. Human does not have any limit of expressing whatever the truth which is coming in you. And that is the reason, see, for this is the structure. For getting knowledge, we have 4 ways. One is experience, second is experiment, third is reasoning, fourth is intuition. These are the, I don't know is there in any other way other than this. There are many theories about positivism, behaviorism, innatism are there, but generally these are the 4 ways of getting knowledge. All the knowledge which you are having, all the knowledge which you are learning, all the knowledge which you are subscribing, disseminating, all came either through experience or by experiments or by reasoning, deduct or intuition. And our concern is not the experience, experiment and intuition, but our concern is the last one. So what is experience? മഴ നനഞ്ഞാൽ പനി പിടിക്കുന്നു ആര് പറയും അമ്മ പറയൂ അല്ലേ don't go to rain you will get fever. You all like if I have a chance to go to rain you will go and get fit അല്ലേ ഓടില്ലേ മഴ പെയ്താൽ we will go and have a rain. Everybody likes to go and have play in the rain. But mother will tell you always, don't go to rain, you will get fever. That is an everyday knowledge. Every mother knows that if you go to rain, you will get fever. That is the knowledge which a mother got by experience. That's the knowledge which a mother having from experience only. If you throw a stone to a dog, it will bite you. It's a very common experience. For getting experience, everyday life is enough. Everybody is living with a minimum life, minimum knowledge of experience. But if you ask mother, what the relation between the rain and the fever, can mother explain? No. Mother cannot explain it. Mother knows that if you go to rain, you will get fever. But mother cannot explain that what makes the relation between the water and the fever, she cannot explain. So look at the explanation given by the hydrologist about the relation between rain and fever. Highly complex. Here, this knowledge is not from experience, this is from experiments. You cannot experience the appearance of sulfuric acid outside the water. There are some of the knowledge you won't get by out of experience. We have to do experiments in the controlled situations. Social science, we are getting knowledge out of experience. But in natural science, physical science, we are doing experiments. So first way of knowledge is, human way of knowledge is experience. Second is experiment. Experiment is necessary to answer the question, why? What is the color of jasmine? What is the color of sky? What is the color of sea? Why jasmine is white? Why sky is blue? Why sky is blue?
Wavelength of light.
Length. There are something he is telling, which is having a next level of knowledge. So to describe things, you don't need to have a knowledge at all. You have just experience is enough. But to tell how, there is something called a Shastra Sahirya Parishat in Kerala. They sing a song, Mullappu Andu Veluthirikan. Why jasmine is white? Why Chambarati is red? We will use it to sing a song. The question of why can be answered only by next level of study called experiments. By experience, you cannot answer the question. Sometimes, suddenly, Tirtha is very active. One day Tirtha become very suddenly mood off. One day we will leave her. Second day they will ask, what happened to her? What happened to her? See, first day we described. Tirtha is generally very active, very pleasant, but one day she suddenly become mood off. We observe first day. Second day we describe. Something happened to her. Then you will ask, oh, see, the appearance can be described, but the reason of the appearance cannot be described. That should be explained. To explain why jasmine is white, to explain why the sky is blue, you should have next level of knowledge called experiment. This is the why jasmine is white. There are some pigments, in the absence of pigments. Pigments are there in all the flower. Therefore, light will not be distracted. But in the case of systematic investigation, manipulation and observation, the pigments in the jasmine is make white. See, systematic investigation, manipulation and observation of the subjective lived experience. That's not experience. Experiments is something like a systematic investigation of what and manipulation and observation of subjective lived experience as they appear our consciousness. So getting experience, experience will not create a special knowledge. To know what is behind, you should have a unique mistake. Therefore, jasmine is white. See, jasmine flowers are white. This is the scientific knowledge. Look at how mother told that mother cannot explain to you why what makes this here. Mother
you cannot explain that why Jasper is right. For that, you need next level of methodology called experience. And see, there are some people are very happy. The whole life is not happy, even though he is very happy. People are happy. Somebody is sad. Can you explain the reason? Can you find the reason behind how they are happy? See, small children, for example, like now, a question to you. It may cry. When the mother gives her milk, it's okay. But look at our human side. Even though you give enough milk, again the child will cry. Again will be cry. Because human action is not based on the reason, but human action how? Human action, you cannot ask. You can describe the why Jasper is white because of the actions of victims. You can explain what makes the rain water on the fever by the reason, cause behind that. But human action, human behavior, you cannot describe by the cause. Human behavior always have a content. Human action cannot be explained because suppose somebody is standing in front, some boys will be waiting always in the bus stand, waiting for some girls. Whenever there is something, why he smile? He smile not because of reason, but he wants to convey something to them. Human action having a content, a natural action does not have a content. Why do this? Why do the Jasper flowering? Why do you smile in the poem? There are some things which you want to convey to me. Human action is having a content and a meaning. Therefore, the positive science cannot describe the entire human action. That is why human action acts based on subjective meaning. That is called Weber called. It is a meaningful social action. Our actions have a meaning. Every action have a meaning. Because മനുഷ്യൻ ജീവിക്കുന്ന അർത്ഥപരമായി മാത്രം we are human as being only for birds. That is what recently one social activity in Kerala care of only for birds. We have a content. Every action, for example, a Jasper is following, while the other is what is the meaning? There is no relation, there is a connection between the reason and the content. But human action having a content other than the action. That is why human action is highly subjective, human action is highly relative, human action is highly diverse. So you cannot describe all human action only based on the cause. You have to have a content analysis of human action. As a consequence, why there are some people that more wild programs because there are some behavior, there are some benefits. So what's funny? Because to them, they will at home, nobody is taking care of them. To them, very happy that somebody comes to them, deliver something. There are something that is product fantasy. There is nobody to take care of them. There is who comes to do something. So human action, the human are doing action not because of reason, but because of somebody. For example, a child is having enough milk. Even the child is crying because it wants the attention of the mother. It commands it to drink. Sometimes we will ask why this, that fellow is very thin. Even then there is very sad. So we want to make our life meaningful by the different type of diversity. The diversity make the social science highly potential. So there is the other way is that first way of knowledge is getting experience. Like mathematics got the experience. Second way is experiments, which is father cannot do, but the higher is learning, therefore they got the idea, and last one is reasoning. Reasoning, now the human or those who born, they die, human born, therefore die. Reasoning because of the intellectual idea. Maybe you must have almost all of you must have different business. You must have some of the business. Okay, reasoning is a problem. See, in reasoning, there are two types of them. One is deductive from a general rules. General, there are some premises. Those who won't, they will die. We don't know if anybody who is there who never died at all. There are some metaphysical points on this the deduction is coming. And the last one is that. So we are here. We are here to see what is it. Can you tell me from this side what is it? For example, that feelings. That from where it comes? From where it comes? With experience.
അതേ പറ്റില്ല എനിക്ക് വേണ്ട പിടിച്ചോണ്ടിരിക്കാം.
That feeling means something sometimes we are waiting for a train, we're waiting for a bus, we thought no need to go. We come to know the bus will go accident. Stop that feeling. Okay. Which you cannot explain right now. You cannot explain it. Yes. Inner feelings. Okay. Same. You cannot explain. You cannot explain. Your mind. Subconscious. Subconscious, yes. Okay, then. Only got to give the answer. Yes?
Hello? Hello?
Sreekumar sir. Sreekumar sir. Please. You can express in your mother tongue. I don't insist you to talk in English only, because then only the things will come outside. Please, avabodham. Endu varunatho, what you feel to come. I will respond to you in English only. You can tell in Hindi.
That experience konde undavullu. And namukku thonnal allengi avabodham
undavilla. Happen. Because something will come from under ke uchayega. Yes. Good.
Feeling which we don't know
How to explain?
ഒരു കോണ്ടക്സ്റ്റുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ടത് ഒരു കാര്യമായി നമുക്ക് അറിയാവുന്നത് എന്നാൽ നമുക്ക് പ്രോപ്പറായിട്ട് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയാത്ത റീസൺ കൊടുക്കാൻ കഴിയാത്ത
intuition, yes.
Sudden feelings to
Sudden situations.
The very first feeling before validation.
The feeling that we cannot
Explain.
സബ്ജക്റ്റീവ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ആയിരിക്കും എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്താലും ചിലപ്പോൾ ബാക്കിയുള്ളവർക്ക്
മനസ്സിലാവില്ല. It may be a subjective experience, even though if you explain, other people cannot understand. നമ്മൾ പറയാറുണ്ട്, നിനക്കെന്നെ മനസ്സിലാവില്ല. There are husband and wife തമ്മിൽ ജീവിച്ചിട്ട് they may have live around 65 years, then say ഈ മനസ്സിലാവില്ല എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ. My wife sometimes say, Sreekumar, നിനക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവില്ല പറഞ്ഞാൽ. There are something which we cannot understand. Okay, leave next one. നീ പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞു.
It's a kind of feeling, but we cannot explain it, and there is no scientific validation for this kind of.
What do you mean the scientific validation?
Because we don't know from where it is comes.
It is from you.
No, but how, see, if we are saying to someone like this kind of feelings comes in my mind, but obviously they will ask why you feel like that, but we cannot explain.
Yes,
so
yes.
there is no such scientific terms or something for elaborate or explain.
Yes, what is your name?
Sreekumar.
From where?
Kerala.
Kerala, okay. Correct. See, what I found is that all of you are taking it is very subjective. You are all talking about yourself only. You are all social scientists. How you ever get an intuitive idea about what is happening outside? See, that's I agree. You are all selling feeling, coming inside. About what? What is the content of the intuition? See, every human action have a content, form, and function and meaning. So what is the content? See, intuition is direct insight into a phenomena without explicit step-by-step reasoning. Suddenly, looking at a reality, you may get an idea. We'll come to the point then. Even you don't worry about Kerala. Who is going to win in next election in Kerala? Just think and tell. Now situation, you are all in Kerala, born and bottom in Kerala, you are in the public sphere of Kerala, you guess that who is going to win in Kerala next election. Just, that is why you should exteriorize your intuition. Now you are all thinking about yourself only. You have to exteriorize that one. See, intuition involves a sense of knowing without knowing how one knows. I will share the Epistles article. I will share you all the materials with you, whatever I have depended on that one. See, intuition is the immediate apprehension of truth without conscious reasoning. You don't make any special effort, it will automatically come in you. It will come. And see, there are different type of intuitions. These are different type of intuition. One is autobiographical. See, some people are those intuitions that have their own origin, their own personal experience. Sometimes with your experience, for example, you are in economics, which is education. Who's from economics? Economics. You see, whenever I used to go with my wife to buy something in the sari, especially sari, it's a very boring business for a man to assist a wife to buy a sari. They take much time. What I found is that, whenever she take much time to buy a sari and stand in the shop and take it, she keep some sari here, 2-3 sari they'll keep. And then suddenly, one lady will come and take that sari. Then she will buy. Fix it. I suspect that sometime the shop wala will arrange some ladies to come and buy this one. They don't come to buy. The moment they feel somebody will buy, they will take it up. Sometimes she spent around half an hour, 1 hour to select all the sari, never took a decision to buy one sari, kept the sari. Out of 3 saris, suddenly one lady came, see, there are some autobiographical things which I have, and economics you can explain it. Whatever it is, you do it. You have a chance, you have an autobiographical chance to do it. Every life, all your autobiographies are full of trigger for intuition. But we never expand it. We never try to prove it. There are some theory, I cannot explicit why it is. There are reasons I will tell you. When you come to there are some knowledge which, see, you could sense it. I could sense many times that she bought the sari only because of the lady came to buy it. Otherwise, she never buy it. I suspect that somebody, the shopwala must have been arranged a lady to come and make it sold. Second, crossover intuition. See, there, some other field. Sometimes, some other field, something will happen. We think, why don't you apply the same thing to our field? See, in language, we have something called a functional load. Whenever one word becomes heavy functional, it's very difficult to vanish. For example, we have something called CD in Tamil called Kurundagadu. Am I right? Kurundagadu. Email we call Minnanjal. But Malayali use this, just CD. And once, what I want, whenever I go to my place, Kayangulam, we used to go to seashore to buy the fish. Whenever the boat come, we will, action will get it. And I have seen that one side, there is a boat has come, they say, CD, 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 CD. Huh? I thought, what is CD? How can you get a CD in the boat, fish boat? Whenever I see, that is called that, what do you mean? CD Mullan. Yes, CD Mullan. CD Mullan. CD Mullan means that Mullan, and then the Kurichu, what do you mean? I think in a Patani, there is other word called elephant stamped. See, that CD Mullan is appeared like a CD. See, Malayali borrowed the word CD from English. We used it for the other one. But Tamil people still use that CD kurundagada. We never create, but we borrow it, use for other purpose. So sometime in your everyday experience, something which is sensing to you, you can use it. CD, computer CD. And then some say incident, some incident, some comment. For example, some people will make I have an experience of interviewing some of the punished murderers, because I got a chance to visit the Villur Central Jail, where we have been interviewing around 5 women who committed murdering, and we are asking them, what is the story behind you, what made you to do this? They never tell it. But everybody is having a, suppose if suddenly if you become gloomy, you are traveling in a bus, some other fellow will come and sit with you. They will ask you, where are you going? This way. Why are you look very gloomy? Oh, there is sambhava. We will narrate our story. We'll narrate our story. For example, somebody asks you, why are you like this? We don't tell your friends. Our life story, life-turning story, we never share to anybody. We share to unknown people. So we will tell you, Adharu Sambhava. We narrate it in a different tone. Whenever finish, yes, that is story, my story. I have seen that majority of the, accused their life has been changed not because of the crime they have committed. The crime was the outcome of the things happened in their life. They decided to kill this fellow. So see the point I am telling you, some type of expression. Suddenly, somebody talking to you, somebody will talking to you, they will give you some flash of ideas. For example, if you are a sociologist, if you are an economist, somebody's small observations, which will take you as an intuition. He may leave it. For example, if you are interviewing a person, see, I used to go to Attapadi for doing field work. My informant, I asked him, his name is Shashi. They have two languages. They speak Malayalam and they speak Kurumba. I asked Shashita, how do you use, why are you not speaking Kurumba at outside? He is telling, Sir, Kurumba naak thai nai, jivi kade Malayalam benam. Sir, Kurumba is our mother tongue, thai nai. But to live, we need Malayalam. See, he was expressing one of the social reality, linguistic reality of India. Maybe tribal community, those people, to them, mother tongue is their thai nai. But to live, they need Malayalam. So this type of observations are everywhere. Wherever you go, I am telling you, you make people to speak to you. We should be a big listener, a intuitive listener. You should have a listener. You should make people to speak, especially many people whenever they're traveling in the train or bus, never look at anybody at all. Make sure that you make people to speak. For example, when you go to when you are traveling in a bus, whenever you go there, you look at the person, have a smile and sit. Then after some time, you look at you, where are you going? I am going to Trivandrum. Okay, what are you doing? So and so. So gradually, this lady will speak to me because because whatever after some days she will tell her life stories to me. She never tell to her because she will blackmail her. We never tell our reality things to our friends. And they will tell, so that's make people, you have a number of chances to get highly into things from the everyday life. And life field intuition are those intuitions that occur out of the blue. Sometime നമ്മൾ പൂച്ച പിടിക്കാൻ പോയിട്ട് പുലിയെ കിട്ടും. Sometime we are searching a cat in the forest, we get a big tiger. Sometimes we may get unexpected intuitions. Many people, I think many of the scientists has done experiment for something else, they got something beyond that one. So only thing is that you should autobiographically you have to make your look, things are coming to you. These are the three different type of intuition which we are going to have it. But why I'm telling you, you diverse your intuition. But all people answered to me your personal things. Bus was late, so I decided to take an auto and went there. Oh, it was a good decision I have taken. Can you tell me how would how you are in the IR? So when you take a decision to come to study IR, you cannot know. You decided to come. Many people, those who are successful in life, they do not know from which point they took a decision to choose this profession. Nobody can tell. But those who have failed in life, they can tell, it's the worst time I took a decision. So intuition is something should be diversified, then there are number of possibilities which we can get it. See, these are some intuitive statements which I am just generated. Intuitive statement. Students may learn better when instructors are given their own language. Is there any scientific study behind that? I made this intuitive statement with my own intuition. I never had an experience of people who studied in mother tongue, because in India everybody study in mother tongue. And I never made a study at all, but a statement is there. Look, tea shop may function as informal political discussion spaces that influence voting decision. It is something, I feel that if you go to travel in Kerala, there are people come to tea shop and have a tea and talk something. They make the opinions. There are public sphere, we have a episodic public sphere. We call this episodic public sphere. See, religious values influence economic behavior. This is what Max Weber thesis. Maybe sociology must be knowing the Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism. You know what is the story? What is behind that? This was something which Max Weber could felt and he studied. What he found is that in Europe, capitalism came not because of economic interest, but because of religion. I will tell you how it has come. See, the Bible was never printed in Europe earlier. Bible was never printed. Until Bible was printed, nobody can interpret the Bible. Nobody can interpret the Bible. Whatever the priests say, that is the answer. In the Bible, the first testament, God created the world. Seventh day, he took rest. Because priest was telling and going, everybody going to church, get the blessing and going back. That time in England, there was asceticism. We should have a limited life. Because limited life. That was the ascetic Catholic, we call Catholics. Catholicism, which was prevented the luxury of life. People were highly ascetic. What happened? Bible was printed. Bible printed. When Bible was printed, people start reading. God was created the world 6th day. 7th day, what he was doing? 7th day, 7th day, he was celebrating, he was eating and drinking, he was enjoying the life. Therefore, what happened? People started, thinking, the Protestant people, they have made an argument that people should have the life, enjoyment of life at the 7th day. Therefore, they want to buy more things, To buy more things, they have to produce more things. That is the way capitalism has emerged in Europe. It was religion made capitalism to emerge in Europe. This was the intuitive observation Max Weber got from this, his own intuitive experience, which he made it as one of the very classical work called Protestant. I think, how many of you read the book? Those who sociology must have read the book. Sociology, how many are there? I think you must be knowing the book. It is. I will share you. That is one of the classical work ever. And also Max Weber done another study about suicide also. Suicide is not individual. Suicide is social. There are two classical work which made the foundation of positivism. One is the Max Weber, Protestant Ethics and the Spirit of Capitalism. Second is the suicide. See, people participate more actively when they feel their identity is respected. This is my intuition. See, my intuition. My intuition not about myself. My intuition about the reality around me. You must have this type of observations, intuitive things around you always. When rules become too rigid, people create informal way of bypassing to them. Yes? This is called intuitive statements. So intuitive statement can be made by observing the reality. See, observing means not like observing. See, your subconscious is structured like society. You are living in a society where everything is into you. You born and brought up the society how long? See, even a small dog can go to this house, this house, this houses. What about you? A small dog who knows the 2-3 relatives' house, it will go to all the houses. Within a 2-3 years, it can learn it. What about us? So we are living in a society where all the things, only thing you should activate yourself, modulate yourself. We have something called a theory of modularity. There are some part of the brain which can be highly modulated. You yourself can modulate it. When you modulate, it develops as an app. It will install as an app in you. It generates. Try to generate this type of a number of intuitive hypotheses, and then you can test it and prove it. So knowledge is comes from intuitive, and then can you generate some intuitive statement? Can you tell me one intuitive statement? Okay, one statement. Not about you. What about? Tell me one intuitive statement. Tell me one intuitive statement. Like this. Not about you. See, no reason. Not apply much mind. Whatever you felt about society, whatever you felt about inner society, whatever you felt about where you live. Tell me one.
Everything is controlled by economics only.
Everything is controlled by economics only.
Like all the decisions that are made, everything that is being run.
Are you sure? So that is statement. What is its name? Rupali. Rupali made a statement that everything is come from her. Everything is controlled by economics only. So Rupali should make it as a statement. Everything. What is everything?
All the policies, decisions of the country.
Yes. Then controlled by economics. What is economics?
Economics, the study of money.
Money. So this is the way you create statement which can be tested. For example, if I make a statement that a cat sat on a mat, it is a statement. A cat is coming. It's a sentence only. All sentences are not statement, but all statements are sentences. You create statements, not expression. What you all told is sentences only. There is no intuitive sentences. That's a guess. In the class, Sir may not come today. That is only a guess. But intuitive statements are statements only. Try to create statements. Can you tell me one statement, one more statement, one more intuitive statement? Can you tell one statement? What is the subject? Education? Tourism. Tell me. Tourism. No, you apply your consciousness completely in the tourism phenomena in Kerala. Come out with something else.
So, as per the when I'm seeing today's footfall in vehicle food, and there might be natural issues will happen because of the massive footfall happen in the future. So that's my intuition. If the footfall increase, the local community will affect. Footfall. Because footfall in the sense how many people will come and excessive people will come now. That will badly or negatively affect the local community well-being and living.
Yes. It was very intuitive statement. See, if you go to Karakutam, where I studied 30 years before I went to Karakutam, there was only one banyan tree and 2 hotels. Only one banyan tree and 2 hotels. Night there are many tattakadas. Now you look at Karakutam becomes something like a Bangalore. See, Karakutam, there are many colonies. I told Muralidharan. See, there are many colonies there. So Karakutam, people say Karakutam is highly developed, like a triple development, like a vertical development, flats. Karakutam population become around 55 times than the last 15 years. But people say Karakutam is highly developed. But if you look at the people who born and brought up in the colonies people sold the land. They have lost their life. Young generation, many of them are boosted. They are working as some brokers, something is PG hostel something, See, the point is that it is your concern. Aparapriyam, you should have Narayana Guru say aparapriyam. You should love you should have a interest. You don't need to love the people. You should have a interest to the people. He worried about something which is going to happen to the people, local people. Whenever you have some interest. Last time I was called by this earlier that Minister Mr. Muralidharan to have a consultative meeting in Karakutam development. Then I told, you don't talk about the politicians, should never talk about the policies. You talk about the people who lost their life because of the big road. You look at the people who lost their drinking water because of the flood. So you should exteriorize yourself into the outside. Then only things will come. You are academician, you are all for the other. For we are representing, we are not presenting ourselves. We are not business people. For a business people, they will present the car with a model. But for an academician, we are representing. What do you represent? The reality of the people. How do you know reality? You should have an interest, you should have a passion. So can you one more statement you can make about the intuitive statement?
Sir,
please.
Ignorant people doesn't want to come out of comfort zone, which is an illusionary happiness.
Just see, such a wonderful, highly theoretical things. Ignorant people does not want to come to the reality because of illusion. Such a powerful intuitive statement which having a high theoretical value. High theoretical value. So I will tell you how to make it as a knowledge. Don't lose it. I am telling you, you should every day try to you have a book. Open a book for all subjects. Try to write at least one intuitive statement about the domain at least in a day. I am telling you, you can make it all as a papers in future. So not down somewhere, because after some day you don't remember it all. You will believe it. Many of the things, ideas will come and go. Ideas will come and go like a gust. You should allow the ideas to stay in you. You should open a room for the ideas which is coming from you, not about you. Not about you. It is you should exteriorize yourself to the outside thing, then the things will come to you. So now we'll see. See, these are the base of intuition. See, there are some unconsciously recognized pattern. When she say that ignorant people, they don't want to come out from the reality because of they want to live in illusion. She must have been observed, not consciously. Unconsciously she must have been observed. Unconsciously he must have been observed. This type of patterns are there. We are not observing it. But even though I am not looking at you, I am seeing you. I am not looking at you, but I am seeing you. You are not looking at the other, but you are seeing you. You are seeing many things. Whenever, our consciousness is basically highly structured in the society, which we don't know. And tactic knowledge. Sometimes, large part of the knowledge is tactic knowledge. We always want to have an easy type of things. Human always want to have a easy type of things. Then, heuristic thinking. The mind use mental shortcuts. And that is very important, embodied cognition. See, our bodily experience have a high impact on our cognition. All of you take your hand. Smell. Take a deep breath. Yes. What do you feel? Do you feel a comfort? Sambar chicken, all mix together. See, take a deep one. Such a comfort we have. And now, do you like your smell of the hand? No.
I think we need to wash it properly.
Who told you to wash? Who told you to wash? Do you like your hand smell? I smell. You like? No. If you don't like, I say you are colonized. You are colonized. Your mindset is colonized. What you like is not decided by you, but some standard fix it. Some standard fix it. See, one more thing. Once again, you smell your hands. Can you smell her hand? Don't give? You don't give? You are okay? No, because once you don't like the smell of your hand, you have a feeling that my smell is very bad, let other people don't. This is called the life word colonization. Even if you cannot like the smell of your hand, what you are going to like? If you cannot smell the smell of your hand, how can you love others? This is what British people done in India. So the embodied cognition have a high capacity. You can say, somebody told gut feeling. You may feel, something to be done. And see, something analogy, Analogy means, analogy means something like a model type of thinking. For example, he felt from the mango tree. He felt from the power. See, that type of our mind will always think in terms of analogy. And see, culturally cognitive framework. Culture have a very, very high capacity to shape your cognition. So these are the basis of intuition. Maybe there are many. When you generate, she made a very interesting statement that those who are ignorant people will not come out from the reality because they don't want to live the illusions. Illusions, ignorance, come out. What do you mean come out? See, come out is basically a physical act. So analogically, we are using something like a physical movement from something else. So the point I am telling you, you should always look at around you, sense the people, then this type of things will come. See, the point I am telling you, she when she was telling about this principles of illusion, she never thought of She never thought of anything else. She never thought of on what base this idea has come. Whenever you make an intuitive statement, you will never depend on anything else. You depend only yourself. But how can you depend yourself? Means you already build a database in you. With your experience, with your experiments, your own life pattern, there are something is in you. Only possibility is that you are not using it. You are not using it. once you make a statement, I don't say it is sentences, what you made only sentences, once you make an inductive statement, that statement can be placed as a hypothesis and can be tested, which we are not doing at all. That is the problem. See, I am just making some statement. The recent, this is I felt, I don't know whether it is right or not. The recent increase in drug usage in Kerala appears to resemble the earlier pattern of drug abuse seen in Punjab. Kerala, it is very high. Kerala, it is very high. Drug abuse is very high. Am I right? Once it was in Punjab, it was there. Punjab was once a garden of drug abuse. Anybody from Punjab here? No. So how could I sense, how could I get this one? Because I have some idea about Punjab earlier. That was in my subconsciousness, it is there. And you know, I know that there was drug abuse in Kerala. You're telling something?
But sir, we are come up with this statement by using some statistics or some data. That's why you understand in Punjab there is this much of drug abuse cases or drug abuse issues.
No, Punjab I only heard, I never heard a data, I never heard a data. Punjab only I heard about it, that's all.
But sir, how we can state it, how we can generalize it?
It was a hypothesis, right?
No, it is my statement which I made with whatever I felt it. But you have to prove or disprove it. You have to take the statistics of trend, you have to take it up. There are something which is common, I don't want to reveal all things to you. There are some forces which was working in Punjab earlier, now working in Kerala. This you have to prove it. Punjab was heavily, it was a place of drugs. Then you know, section of economically and educationally advanced groups with OBC communities in India appears to be increasingly migrating abroad because of they do not receive. So I have seen that in Kerala, somebody told they are doing about migration. See, Kerala, what happened, the trend of migration has been changed now. The upper layer of people across the communities are migrating. Youngsters migrating. So what happened, you know, we are losing all these communities, that the upper layer of people, they were earlier used to come for civil service, they come for the public servant, they come for the schools teachers, now they are not coming at all. So generally in the society, the creamy layer, something called the creamy layer, they have something contribute much. But it's going away. See, these are only my assumption, which is with my own experience, which you have to check it and prove it. See, women who pursue a PhD in India often face greater difficulty in finding marriage partners compared to the woman with a lower education. Am I right? Am I right? No? Am I right? Tell me, you can tell. Yes, she is very honest. You Malayalis are not honest. Be honest. Kerala, boys are getting married early. Rarely very few boys are now going for higher education. These all fellows getting early marriage. They prefer young girls. Those who come for PhD, you people, after some time, this is a common trend in Kerala, I know that. So, you told something, you know.
If you have a woman from Kerala, if she or her have that much of educational qualification, and obviously 90% or 80% she don't get married. That's also a case. She have a good highest education qualification, so maybe she will not believe in such kind of social institution.
That is a higher level of things.
That's correct.
In our society, it is an assumption that during the marriage, the girl's age should be less than boy.
Yes.
And when a woman go for higher education, it is a high chance that they have completed their graduation, and especially in the field of education, we have to do additionally B.Ed and M.Ed as well. And so the age runs in that process. So a woman who is doing a PhD, it is more likely that she would be like 27, 28 years of age. In today's scenario, it is possible that that it is an acceptable age.
No.
Like in today's situation. But still, if she continues her PhD and during that process she turns like 30 or something, and then she is like out of the marriage market.
See, I have 5 such scholars, all girls. Gauri is, I asked them, you go and get married early as possible. Gauri only got married. All my 5 such scholars are girls only. I saw girls only, women only. I always insist them to get married as early as possible. Only Gauri and Shika got married. See, I don't want them to be unmarried. Forget about that. That is my wish. Maybe as my own, a wish. See, I am telling you, wherever you have experience on the life world, you create statement about it. Intuitive statement about it. It may be right or wrong. It may have some value addition. It may have you may have a different opinion about value and attitude. But create statement. Create intuitive statement. Test it. Test it. Intuition is the basic trigger of knowledge. This is what intuition. This is not guess. This is not just gut feeling. This is the intuition. So don't miss this chance of creating intuition. See, this is the way. Intuitive statements, make it as a hypothesis, but let it have a number of intuitive statements. Be wild in intuition. Be wild. I repeat, be wild. Be wild. Be wild. As much as you intuitive, that much you will be imaginative. Bhavana, there is something called bhavana. Bhavana arvinte agashamano chiragano. Is the imagination is the feather of the knowledge or the sky of the knowledge? Feather. Sky. If it is bhavana arvinte agashamano chiragano. If this imagination is the feather of the knowledge or the sky? Sky. Sky. Because if it is feather, you can fly only up to the feather allows. Then you have to come down. But if it is a Chemme Pukal Parannu Povinnada Amme, a small child is seeing that butterflies are flying away from the tree. The child was telling to the mother, Amme, Chemme Pukal Parannu Povinnada. Oh mother, flowers are flying away from the tree, plant. This is highly imagination. What mother told, Tetti nina kunni. Tetti nina kunni. Is the mother is wrong or child is wrong? Mother told you are wrong because flowers cannot fly. Then child asked you, why flowers cannot fly? Because flowers are on the tree. Then is the tree, plant can fly? No mother, no son, plant cannot fly. Why? God knows. What my opinion is that, not my opinion, one of the leading poet in Kerala, Ayyappa Panikar told that, Tetti Amme, Tetti the Ammakana. It is, maybe those people from, not from Kerala, I will tell you, the child is, this is a poem by Kumar Nasan, where the child is looking at a tree, where, butterflies are flying away. Child told, Amme, Pukal Parannu Povunu, look mother, flowers are flying away from the tree. Then mother told, no, you are wrong. Flowers cannot fly. It is not butterflies, it is only flowers cannot fly. And it was basically, if the child is in Japan, mother will never say, you are wrong. Mother will allow the imagination. We are killing the imagination in the children's mind. We don't have a Toto-chan. How many of you read Toto-chan novel? Toto-chan, Japanese novel, yes. They will make that is why Japan is still dominating the technology field. We are always killing the imagination. No, you are wrong. Mother is wrong. Our mothers are making our children to be wrong. You should allow. That is I am telling you, be wild in imagination. Whatever come, I always tell Gauri, be wild in my scholars, be wild in imagination. Whatever coming in your nonsense, colorless green ideas can sleep fearlessly. Whatever nonsense coming in you, you can reveal in language. Language will not have a limitation at all. Whatever she told that, ignorance people, will not come out from illusion. So such a way, language is not a barrier at all. Whatever coming into you, you are allowed to be highly imaginative, highly intuitive. So once you make an intuitive hypothesis, check the hypothesis by research and evidence. Whatever you made an intuitive hypothesis, make it as a testable hypothesis. Fix the variables, collect data, verify it. It come out as a paper. What's the problem? You are going to create one more paper which will increase the number of quantity of papers in Bharat. Not only that one, I will come to that. Then see, meaning, what is coming in you is meaning. See, ideas are coming into you not as a language. Ideas are coming in you in your subconsciousness. Swapnam poleyaanu. Actually, ideas are coming in highly in an unconscious level of solitude. The moment I asked her, the little much time she went in the unconscious level of solitude. Everybody, the moment they want to be intuitive, we have a slight moment of unconscious moment of solitude. From there, many ideas will come, many ideas will not come out at all. It will die there itself. Many things which are about to come from you, it never come out at all. So meaning, it become language, then we will do experience or experiment, then it will reveal. If Einstein was not ready to tell whatever comes to his mind, what is your age now?
28.
28. What is your name?
From C.
From C. From C is 28 now. There is a planet 27 Prakasha Varsha away from here. There is a planet 27 light years away from this place. That means it takes 27 years to reach the light there. I am there now in that planet. From C is there here only. I have a binocular by which I can see I can see the live of Kottayam. I can see you from Sri. How are you? Can you tell me how old he is now?
27 years ahead of.
My one. Because the light will take 27 years to reach this planet. This fellow is naked. A child, 1 year old. He should be free afterlife. This is what Einstein told theory of relativity. The time, there is no time existing at all. Time is only an impression of reality into consciousness. A planet where I am there, 27 years Prakasha Varsha away from there, if I can see the live, he is only 1 year age now. No. Away. No, it will take time.
So it will take 27 years there.
My camera is very live.
Okay.
Current camera.
It will take 27 years to reach there, the image. Image should be reaching there. So by the time I will be 54.
1 year old.
That is also, there is no time existing at all. So this was, if Einstein buried that idea, what happened? So if you look at, there is a small biography of Einstein, 12-page biography, I will send you. See the wonderful things which is coming into you. Don't kill it. Ideas are coming in you as meaning in the beginning. And whenever it will take much time to come into language, don't lose it. Unless it comes to language, you cannot communicate at all. You cannot communicate at all. See, I will tell you how this is coming out. So Bhartrhari is a philosopher of language born in Bharat. He made a distinction of this one. Para, Pashyanti, Madhyama, Vaikhari. Para means highly a consciousness level where we don't have access at all. Like something like a samadhi state. Then the Pashyanti, you can see the ideas in you. Then the Madhyama, it will come as a mental speech. It never come as a sound. Whenever you speak it out, it becomes Vaikhari. This is called Bhartrhari's the level of consciousness. So many of your ideas, your para is spread across. Paragada Pal Nugarnaven. Paragada Pal Nugarnavenu, Ara Nodi, Odu Nutand Pole, and the Narana Guru is to tell. Paragada para means means absolute consciousness. Those who drink the milk of the absolute consciousness, to them, 1 century is only one moment. We don't have access on that one. We don't have access. What happened? This all intuition, which are all stemming from there only, it will gradually getting into the Pashyandi, next level. There you can see the ideas. These are all happening within a second, within a microsecond. You cannot get it at all. Such a speed we have, human being having it. Then Madhyama, it becomes mental speech. Then when you speak it out, it come out. European philosophy, European linguists cannot explain how things are coming in from you. They have only binaries, consciousness, subconsciousness. Exploited, all binaries. We don't have binary, we have only spectrums. But spectrum, we don't have access at all. So this is the way this, intuition are coming to language. It takes much time. Time means the moment I asked her to tell you, many people must have been get these ideas. But many people didn't come out at all. You must have been killed the idea maybe in the Madhyama or Pashyandi somewhere. Only Vaikhiri, only she has come out. This is Vakipadiyam, and therefore there are some things which say that we know more than we can tell. Ullil bodham irukku uriyadu mela in Tamil solluma. Ullil bodham irukka uriyadu mela. Theriyam. I cannot come out. There are many things which is in our inside. We should train ourselves to speak it out. That is we call communicative rationality, which Habermas say. We are all subjugated by instrumental rationality. We should train ourselves to speak it out. So there are Taittiriya Upanishads, from which the speech retained together with the mind unable to reach. There are some places in our... See, I am telling you, you all people told, I am thinking I don't know where it is. Many people told the intuition is there, but I don't know from where it is coming. It is all coming from you. The only thing is that you should have an access of this one. So, there are, this is just for a scholarly reference, there are some, treatment of, intuition by different schools of philosophy in India. And, in Sanskrit, it is called prajna. There are many words. India is full of diversity. Sometimes it is unmanageable. Sometimes it is highly incognitive at all. For a single idea, there may be thousands of words. So, in Sanskrit, you can have a prajna, yoga pratiksha, pradibha, Paramana, Arshajnana and Siddha Darsana. These are the different words, equivalent words which we have about intuition. And when I was giving the title, I didn't tell Amrit that I am going to give a title. But I was very difficult to find out what is the... Finally I fixed on Pradibha. Sometime Yesudas is a Pradibha in singing. Yesudas is a Pradibha. Einstein is a Pradibha. That means he is having a intuitive capacity of tell things. I chose the word pradibha. Maybe in your mother tongue is Hindi mein what to say pradibha, correct? So Nyaya theory, Vaisheshika, Buddhist, Yoga, Mimamsa, these are the 5 set of philosophers who dealt with the idea of intuition, but in different way. At the last we'll come to Aurobindo also. So we'll just skipping, don't be stick on, I'll share the things to you. See, in the Nyaya theory, Nyaya theory take it as the extraordinary operations of, said to be, one is Samanya Lakshana, Jnana Lakshana and Yogaja. Samanya Lakshana means, perception of universal, here the mind perceives the universal thought particular. For example, whenever you see a cow, whenever I see this guy, based on this one, I imagine a boy or a man. So from the Samanya to whenever I see particular, whenever I see a cat, I remember about the idea of cat. And then Jnana Pratiksha, perception mediated by previous knowledge. Sometime the moment I look this bottle, I have some preconceived idea. And then yoga pratyaksha, perception produced by yogic power. This knowledge arises deep meditation. The third one is something like intuition. First one, the moment I look at Dr. Amrit, a teacher, the moment I look at this lamp, idea of lamp will come. But the third one does not have any mediation at all. It does not need any objective reality outside. It comes from, that is the Nyaya theory, placed this intuition in the higher level of consciousness, that is called yogic consciousness. Vaisheshika made a somehow distinction of this intuition. That is, they made it is two primary means of knowledge, pratyaksha and anumana. There are two things. Pratyaksha means perception, second inference. Ontologically, regarding pratyaksha, reality, they have put different gunas, padarthas, dravya, guna, karma, samanya, vishesha, samavaya, abhava. Absence also a guna. Absence is a guna. Vaisheshika provide ontological foundation of intuitive knowledge. So when these are all structured in the Vaikhari, that level. All gunas are there. The moment you make a statement, these all things are coming out. This is the Vaisheshika theory of this intuition. And in Buddhist theory is very progressive compared to all things, because it talks for human. What is very specifically told is that you have to free from Buddhist non-conceptual knowledge, direct awareness of reality. Buddhists removed all type of mediations, because Buddha told all type of idea of God, everything is not good for human. It will all affect your human peace. Intuition belongs second category. There are two categories. One is two major, specifically samatha, calm concentration, and vipassana, insight. So what Buddhism told that you are living in illusion. You are living in the illusion. Illusion will always make you sad. My wife, my father, my home, my things, you are all in these illusions. So this will make you sad. If you want to be sad from, you should do the illusion. For that, you have samatha, calm concentration, and you have vipassana. Then you reach to the level of intuition where you will get everything absolute. Buddhism have a different things which will affect the Indian growth also. That is a different aspect. And then we have a tea break. It's finished now. It's over now. Then yoga theory is something operational. When you come to yoga, it is giving some set of operations which you can practice to reach the intuition level. Or you can practice to instigate, you can practice to realize your intuition. One is the intuition is described as a direct, non-discursive knowledge that arises through deep meditation. The yoga system explained that when the mind becomes completely still, knowledge arises spontaneously. I told you, the moment you are intuiting yourself, some point of time, little minute of second, you are entering into a silent position. From there it is coming. If you keep this silent position for a long time, so she took only millisecond of time to generate a intuitive hypothesis. If you extend the time, concentration, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. When you that level, in samadhi, the mind directly apprehends reality. This is considered as pure intuition. Yama niyama chittavritti nirodha dhyana. Chittavritti nirodha dhyana. Whenever all the waves of mind will stop, you reach to the level of consciousness, where thus intuition is seen as a higher stage of cognition. Yoga provides the most systematic psychological explanation of intuition. This is the Indian treatment of approach of intuition in the way. Then there are mimamsa critic. There are people who critics. It was the time where this Indian philosophy gets some way degenerated, where you can see they place this, some of the metaphysical things. Knowledge is self-validating. Knowledge does not need any knowledge validating itself. And for Mimamsa school, dharma is not something to be felt or intuitively perceived. It is to be known via Veda and done by rituals. Intuition that contradict Veda, something, we cannot completely agree with this one, but this is the evolution of intuition, which we can see across the things when you come to Aurobindo. In the modern time, somebody from Pondicherry? You must be knowing. You are in Pondicherry now. That is Aurobindo Ashram. Yes. When you come to Aurobindo, the intuitive mind is direct flash of truth. That is, Aurobindo made a lot of work on intuition. So these are the Indian, observations of intuition, which you should be at least aware about these things. And after this break, we'll come back to some more exercises where we'll do the same things again. Okay? Chaya, samaya. Okay.